Wow, man. Okay, I'm just trying to put the pieces together. I was just reading about Dolly Parton and trying to kind of wrap my head around that. I mean, we just lost Frank Beard last week, and I mean, enough's enough. Give us a little break between these passings. But yeah, our hearts go out to Dolly Parton and all her fans. And apparently, we have a lot of them here on the board right now. Rest in peace, Dolly Parton. Okay. Coat of Many Colors.
Yeah, great album by Dolly. The Coat of Many Colors, man. It's a really.
The cover? Who is that?
That's Dolly. That's Dolly. Yeah, that's Dolly as a kid. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a great record.
Wow.
Great freaking record.
What's on it?
What year? 1971, dude. So Coat of Many Colors is the title track that starts off. Then Traveling Man, My Blue Tears, If I Lose My Mind, The Mystery of the Mystery. That's side one. Side two, She Never Met a Man. Then Early Morning Breeze, then The Way I See You, then Here I Am, and A Better Place to Live. Dude, the Here I Am is so good. But yeah, it's a great record, man. Dolly, that crushed me. I did not see that coming at all, man.
No, we all of us just got the news, maybe 20 minutes ago, 15, 20 minutes ago. And yeah, it really throws a curveball into the emotions of the day. And again, I see all of you on the board. I see the emotion right now. Yeah. Don Peralta, great call, dude. Don't sleep on Dolly Parton in Rhinestone with Sylvester Stallone. Now, I got to admit, that's a film I never saw, but I did see her in 9 to 5 with Jane Fonda. They played the secretaries at the office. I think they killed their boss or something. And, 9 to 5. It's been a while since I've seen it. Tony, as the kids say, it's been a minute. Okay,
totally. Did you see the rest in peace video from her nephew that he posted on social media from Dolly's nephew?
But I'll take a look at it if you haven't. I didn't see it. No.
Yeah, there it is right there. Hang on.
Yeah, Rags in New Jersey. That's a great point. Rags reminding us, don't forget Dolly Parton's halftime show in Dallas 3 years ago on Thanksgiving. I remember that. She was dressed up as a Dallas cowgirl. She had a cowgirl cheerleader. And what are we going to be looking at, Tony? What is this?
This is Dolly's nephew. Basically, she asked him to speak on her behalf, basically, before she passed. So here we go.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I've not seen this.
Hey, everyone. My name is Brian Seaver, son of Cassie Parton, and I'm representing the Parton and Owens family today, announcing the passing of my Aunt Dolly, Rebecca Parton Dean, sister, sis, Aunt Granny to one generation, and Gigi to the next. This video announcement is something Dolly asked of me years ago, before I fully absorbed it as a future reality. As her head of security for more than 2 decades, a role my father Larry held before me, I have imagined the heaviness of this moment, but haven't truly felt it until now. It is an honor that is mixed with absolute pride and great sadness. But sadness lies with us, not with Dolly. Dolly has lived in the light and is in the arms of Jesus, surely met by Carl, her parents, and countless others who have watched her and longed for her to meet them in the heavens. I first went on the road with Dolly as a kid, getting a taste of the road life in the early 1980s. Dolly opened doors not just for me, but for her entire family to reach the potential we didn't even know was possible. Dolly also opened doors for generations of singers, songwriters, musicians, and dreamers from every walk of life and across every continent. By her example, we believe that anything was possible. She never saw a door she couldn't open, and the doors she opened made and changed history. My family and I have shared a lifetime of beautiful memories with Dolly, but so have you. She has always been on your television, your record player, your CD, and on your phone playlist, becoming an extended part of your family, whether you liked it or not. Our family and the team she has entrusted with her legacy will work diligently to ensure her spirit will live with us forever. Dolly was a farmer, just like her daddy. He farmed the soil. She farmed songs and happiness. Dolly called me and said she wants to rest in a beautiful bed of plush cotton because after a life wearing heavy rhinestones, she finally deserves to be comfortable and have some rest. Rest in peace, Aunt Dolly, Aunt Granny, Gigi. May God bless Dolly Parton, and may God bless you all. She will always love you.
Oh, geez, Louise, dude. I tell you what, I don't know if I'm up for this today, man. I'm telling you.
I know.
Hitting me a lot harder than I would have thought. And I will say, here's Tony, what I will say very quickly. We will have Michael Nash joining us in about 10 minutes, actually, kids. So it's a good day to celebrate music. And Michael Nash is the promoter of the Sound Summit concert. We do it every summer up on Mount Tam, or every September, and it's coming up. It's coming up on September 12th, and I'm sure if Dolly Parton could send us a message right now, she would be like, you know what? Get out there, celebrate music, keep the songs in the air, man, keep those melodies going through the breeze. And we're going to do that. So, but before we go to Michael, Tony, I want to hear what you have to say about Dolly. And I will just offer this, that Dolly Parton, I have had respect for Dolly Parton for decades. Now, I'm sitting around spinning Dolly Parton records all day, because that's not the case. However, I have nothing but respect for her. She was, first of all, she was the real deal. Okay. A great singer, a great guitar player. She's the kind of person like where you would never really notice her guitar playing, but it's an instrument I try to play. And I can tell you this, her finger picking, she was an incredible guitar player. Her vocals were always effortless, which is something I really admire. Tony, when I'm singing, dude, it's uphill the whole time. I'm working, I'm straining, I'm sweating. I got towels going. She would walk up there, elegant, just effortless singing. Just, I admire that so much, man. And she came up at a time when I guarantee you she faced some hostile audiences early in her career as a young woman trying to crack that circuit, which was a pretty much a boys club. And Dolly stood firm, dude. She stood tall. She let the music do the talking, and underneath all that, like the image, the glitz and the jewels and the hair and all that, like there was a great musician in there and a great songwriter. So I say rest in peace, Dolly Parton. Thanks for everything you gave us. You gave everybody a lot of joy and a lot of great songs we can hold on to, and that's how we will remember her. We got the music, man, and that's a great legacy. But a very sad piece of news today. T, what would you like to offer just on Dolly?
First of all, cue up Dolly singing Rocky Top. She was a big University of Tennessee fan, and that's like their fight song, Rocky Top, Tennessee. But she was almost like immortal in my mind. And so when somebody like that, and she always looked amazing, not just good. She always looked like amazing. So when somebody like that passes, it really, really just like, wow, that like, and I like ZZ Top, like many bands for me, actually, that, it started before I was born. I went to the hits. 9 to 5 was like the big hit, that I heard Dolly Parton. The first time I ever heard Dolly Parton was the song 9 to 5. Yeah. Then I went backwards as I got older, and Jolene, and then Here I Am, and then this Coat of Many Colors album, and all of her other work, and
Islands in the Stream.
Yeah, dude, Islands in the Stream with Kenny Rogers is, I saw Noemi comment that on the chat, and it's like, that's a golden duet right there. It's just, and also, man, like, I just love ass kicking women, and especially now having a daughter, growing up with 3 sisters, and now having a daughter of my own, like, I love ass kicking women because they're just tremendous role models, not just for girls but for boys, for everybody. But just she was such a great role model for people too. She knew her role in society, and she relished it, and she freaking crushed it on the stage and off the stage. And so it's just rest in peace, rest in power, Dolly. You are gonna be missed. My goodness, are you gonna be missed, man? And crank up some Dolly Parton today. I mean, I seriously, check out her when she did Rocky Top at a Tennessee football game. It's really cool.
I remember, Tony, a few years back, it might have been on the Grammys. Maybe you guys can help us in the comment line, but they had a tribute. I think it was a Dolly Parton tribute, maybe the Grammys, the Oscars, some big award show. And Rob Halford from Judas Priest came out and sang Jolene with her. And it was freaking amazing. And it kind of speaks to how she just transcended like genre. Like when you think about Dolly Parton, she's kind of her own category. It's not like, oh, she was a country singer. I mean, yes, she was, but she also wrote beautiful pop songs. Like, I'll tell you, Tony, I love this. Love the song "I Will Always Love You," the one that Whitney Houston had a big hit with. That was originally written and recorded by Dolly Parton. I think most of you guys know that. But it was just great to see, like, she just kept reconnecting with generations because so many people wanted to cover her music, and that's a testament to her talents. I mean, the fact that she was a great songwriter. And "I Will Always Love You" it's such a beautiful song. Hearing it this morning with the news, it kind of takes on like a new meaning and feel, and it's like now I feel like it's about her. I will always love you, Dolly Parton. And like you said, ass kicking women, great call. Listen, the life on the road for a working musician, it's not easy, man. Town to town, bus to bus, hotel to hotel, and I don't care how much money you have. Honestly, I don't care. Like, even if you're the Rolling Stones, traveling around city to city and performing your ass off, it is not easy. It's like being an athlete. It's physical. It requires discipline.
Yep.
Then you got all the temptations of the road. You got groupies. You got parties. You got all this stuff going on all the time. And like you said, Tony, anytime she appeared in public, she never presented herself as anything but the regal Dolly Parton. And I guarantee you, there was fatigue, there were illnesses. Like again, life on the road is extremely hard, and she did it for 50, 60 years. God bless her, man.
Dude, Paulie,
she was the real effing deal.
The real effing deal. And I just I literally just did a quick search right now saying Dolly Parton in sports. And you know what came up, dude? Supporting hometown sports. And it came up and says that she frequently cheered on her alma mater, Sevier High School in Tennessee. She recorded video message to celebrate local student athletes, including congratulating the football team after their state championship in 2024 and the girls basketball team after their championship in 2026. So earlier this year, she's sending video messages to her alma mater. And I don't know. And that's the stuff you never even hear about. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why she's such a she knew her place and she relished it and she spread nothing but joy and love, man. God, it's just,
Tony,
what a loss.
Speaking of spreading joy, you know what we do here on the PMP show? We try to give some comedy, share a few laughs every day. I think it's really important. I think that's the thing that's going to keep the cancer away, man. Just keep laughing. You got to laugh. Life is absurd. Life is painful. You might as well laugh as often as you can. And thanks to Rockin' New Era, dude, he's coming up with some good riffs. He goes, guys, Paulie Mack is talking about life on the road, how hard it is going from town to town. He goes, must not be easy for Jed York either, going trailer park to trailer park,
dude.
Looking for that payoff. And dude, I feel you're Rockin' New Era. Nice. Thanks for dropping some comedy in there. And no. So the aftermath of the Jed York story, we'll touch on that today, obviously, too. And we will talk some Giants. I know Tony wants to talk about Devers. He's been hitting a lot of bombs. Giants win last night. Kittle is back. We'll hit that too. How confident are you, Kittle, in week 1 coming off that injury? It's definitely something we're going to talk about. But again, like I said, Tony, on a day like this where you lose Dolly Parton, it almost feels like the best thing we can do is to continue celebrating performance and celebrate music and celebrate, concerts and musicians.
No question. That's what I'm saying. Like, cue up any Dolly Parton that you want today, whether it's her hits 9 to 5 or blast Jolene. But if the surreality of this whole, like losing Frank Beard. Like, did you know anything about Dolly Parton? Did you know that she was not doing well or anything? Yeah, neither did I.
I did not.
Wow, she kept it pretty close to the vest, and hey, more power to her. And you can tell by that video by her nephew just how much love she spread throughout family, friends, and the world, man. And yeah, the best way to honor Dolly Parton is to play even if it's not Dolly Parton, just any music. Celebrate the music,
and that's why this is a perfect opportunity to bring in Michael Nash. So Michael Nash has been our friend for.
He's not in the green room. Paul, he's not in the green room yet.
Okay, well, just to set it up. So Mike Nash and I, we now go back over a decade. It's crazy. Murph and I have been emceeing the Sound Summit concert I'd say at least 10 years. I think it's closer to like 12 or 13. I'm not sure the actual number, but we've seen everybody up there. Tony, over the years, we've seen everybody from Phil Lesh, Bob Weir, who are no longer with us. Again, hence getting out there and enjoying what you have while you have it. Wilco has played up there. Lucas Nelson has played up there. Tedeschi Trucks have played up there. Herbie Hancock. I mean, it's an impressive list of artists that have come up, and it is such a beautiful day and a beautiful theater. Like, how would you describe the Mountain Theater, Tony, to people who've never been there? Like, how do you even describe that place?
Well, kind of like this, use the same word that I use for Dolly Parton, and surreal. It's just, you walk up there and, it's no small feat to get up there. So but the reward of going up there, and you walk up this little hill and then down, and every time I go, the descent down the little hill into the amphitheater is like you're going into this just magical land. And then you see the whole freaking Bay Area in the distance. It's just, and then there's a stage, and then you can walk anywhere you want to in the venue. And it's just this little paradise for music. And for me personally, Paulie, if I had to pick, like, if someone said, okay, you get one last concert for the rest of your life, I'd always pick somewhere outdoors because I love the combination of outdoors and music. It's like a match made in heaven. And literally the Sound Summit Festival up there on Mount Tam with live music is a match made in heaven. It's perfect. It's just the perfect setting for music, man. So
I'll throw this into the mix too. One of mine. So you're talking about your favorite part going down the hills, walking into the amphitheater. You know what I love, man, is towards the end of the night, and the music stops at 7. It starts at 11:30 a.m. and then they stop it at 7. There are curfews and everything up there. But I love, Tony, when the sun starts setting and you're literally looking at the San Francisco skyline, and it's amazing, dude. The views are incredible. And then how about just the drive home down the mountain to Mount Tam with the sun going down? It's really spectacular. So we encourage everybody to come on out. The show is on September 12th. And is Michael ready to rock, Tony?
Yeah. Michael just joined the green room. And Paulie, just really quick, I just want to give an update because baby Huey, aka Danny, aka via the Huey cam on the chat, he said that Dolly was battling an illness, and she also lost her husband in March 2025. So I guess a setback late last year. So she's been battling something for about a year. So so rest in peace, Dolly. I'm sure Michael Nash will have an opinion on Dolly Parton as well. And we can bring him to the table here. And he's got a great wall of sound right behind him too. So stand by. Here we go. Let me bring Michael. Get rid of the banner for a second here, Paulie. There we go.
Yeah, all right. There's my guy, Michael Nash. Everybody, producer, promoter of the Sound Summit concert. He's been putting it on for over a decade now. Like I said, and Murph and I. Hey, it's the one time a year Murph and I get to reunite publicly without any kind of corporate interference. So you can look forward to the Murph and Mac reunion as well. But Michael, it's great to see you, my brother. How's everything, and how you feeling about Sound Summit 2026?
Great to see you guys too. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, Michael.
I'm feeling good. You know, somebody asked me the other day, like, how is it? And I said, well, August is always the same. And I said, it's like riding a tsunami when you're 10 feet underwater at the same time. So you can figure that out. But it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just a lot of action.
You know, and Tony and I, Mike, were just talking about, just the tradition. This has become an annual tradition. Every September, we all kind of take that trip up the mountain. We enjoy live music and great performance. And I thought, Michael, with the loss of Dolly Parton, just within the hour, we all got the news. We just got the news about 40 minutes ago. If you wanted to comment, pay any respects to Dolly Parton, what comes to mind when you think about Dolly Parton, her career, her body of work, anything you want to say, Michael? This would be, I guess, the opportune time.
Well, to be honest with you, I just heard about it from you right now.
Oh,
I got you.
I have not. I've had my head down in tasks, and I haven't looked at that.
Yeah.
It's a huge loss. She was amazing. I'm kind of soaking it in as you tell me. And I've, we all know this, like when we lose musicians we love, we kind of feel like we lose a little piece of ourselves as well because of all the histories you had, whoever it might be, whatever your connections. But yeah, she was a force of nature, Dolly Parton. My God, incredible songwriter, obviously incredible singer, just did so much for music and country music, and she was an actress. She was fantastic. I'm a little shell shocked because it's always like when you hear something like that the first time, and every time we lose musicians, it's a bit daunting. So an incredible force.
Again, but that's another reason I encourage people to kind of seize the moment. You know what I mean? Take advantage of what we had. Michael, I was talking about how Bob Weir and Phil Lesh have played at Sound Summit in the past, and now they're not with us anymore. And it just kind of reminds you that take advantage of what we have and the opportunities we have. And Sound Summit is such a beautiful occasion. So this year, Michael, we're set to go September 12th. It's a Saturday, as it always is, and I know music will begin at 11:30, but let's talk about some of the do's and don'ts and just information for people. For starters, all the information about who's playing, what you can bring in, what you can't bring in is available at soundsummit.net. So we'll start there with the website. Get to soundsummit.net. Now, Michael, for those who are interested in purchasing tickets, can they do that through the website as well?
Yeah, there's a link from the homepage or elsewhere. Ticketing page on the website directly to our ticketing purchase page. So you can go directly from the site to buy their tickets. Definitely.
Okay. And then I think the biggest question everybody's going to say is, Paulie Mac, who's playing, man? Who's on the bill? So let's get into it. Let's talk about who we're going to see up there this year, Michael.
I haven't booked anybody yet, but I still have a little over 2 weeks. So better get busy. I got to go now, guys.
We'll find somebody. We'll find some kids down in Mill Valley or something.
Yeah. Let's see. So it's always a different mix of folks. This year we have, we actually have, I guess an alumni, as it were, alumnus. Father John Misty played solo for us 5 years ago. Lucas Nelson played with his band, and we always wanted to have him back with the band, with the big band, his full band, his 8-piece band. So, and he's psyched to do that. So he's coming back and headlining, and he's quite a showman and a great contemporary artist. He used to be in Fleet Foxes for years as the drummer, and then launched his own very successful career. So he's headlining. Let's see, next on the bill, going towards the beginning, would be Guster. I don't know if you guys know who Guster is.
No, I don't. Tell me about Guster, Michael. I don't know these guys.
Guster's been around for a long time. They've been around since the 90s. They have a very devoted, beloved following, very melodic band, great harmonies, great hooks. They just have a quirkiness and a great songwriting ability that has endeared them to a lot of people. And also Adam, the lead singer of the band, years ago, he started an organization with his wife, who's an environmentalist, called Reverb. And they've done amazing things for, the environmental movement via, the concert industry. They were very concerned about the impact that, festivals and touring in general has on the environment in terms of, waste and carbon footprint and all the things that you can imagine. So they started this organization a while ago, and it has been super proactive. They've done some great stuff. I'm not going to list everything they've done, but they've worked with artists from Billie Eilish to Fish to Dead & Company to John Mayer to many others.
Nice.
And have raised consciousness, have changed behaviors, have raised money for a lot of great causes. So in addition to being a really fun, cool band, they're super conscious environmentally, which makes us love them even more because, we are here to help preserve and conserve this precious environmental resource up in the mountains. So, it's a great combination. So that's a bit about Guster. And then, there's this guy who lives in town. He used to be in this band called the Talking Heads. Maybe you heard of him?
I've heard of him. Yeah.
So we wanted to have Jerry Harrison for a while with one of his projects. He, the timing hasn't just worked out, but the stars aligned this year. And so he has a new project called 50 Years of Talking Heads, which kind of tells you what it is. It's a little more broad from the Remain in Light project he's done in the past. And he's doing more repertoire from their catalog. And he's a beloved local and has been living up on the mountain for quite a long time. So we were talking lately. I ran into him at the Sweetwater, and he's psyched to play the show. He's got like a 10-piece ensemble.
Wow.
It's gonna be really fun. If you know Talking Heads music, it's great music, obviously.
Yeah.
David Byrne does a great job with it. Jerry does a great job with it. They're different types of shows, and it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be
a 10-piece band too. I'm looking forward to hearing the 10-piece band. Tony, I don't want to hog the mic. Go ahead, jump in, bro.
No. I also love the fact that it's a benefit for the mountain, benefit for Mount Tam every year. So Michael, I love that you're so conscious about that and that the effort every year to do that. But also everybody soundsummit.net to get tickets and more information. It's on the scroll as well at the bottom of the screen. But Michael, like every year, what goes into because you always come up with the most eclectic and cool lineups where I'll never forget one of my favorite sets of all time at Sound Summit, other than Tedeschi Trucks and then Jim James and Bob Weir, but was Bill Frisell and Bill Frisell's set. And I did not, I didn't go there like, oh my God, I'm so psyched to see Bill Frisell. And I was mesmerized. And so every year, what goes into the process of putting together the lineup? Because it's a very eclectic lineup. And first of all, tip of the cap to you, buddy. You hit it out of the park yet again. And I just want to know, like, how did you have your sights set on Father John Misty? I really, really, really want him this year, or is it just like how scheduling works out, or how does?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I mean, it is always eclectic, dare I say, because I have a lot of broad musical tastes. And just real quick, in terms of eclectic, I just wanted to tell you the two bands that are playing. There's this great all-female Hispanic quartet called La Luz that are Jerry Harrison. They've got a great sound. Talk about like this kind of surf noir, psych rocker, very dreamy, great tunes, great vocals. They're a nice twist on what's happening, after them. And then local beloved bassist Angeline Saris and her band, The Snack Machine, is opening up. They're going to be really funky. Some of her band played in our Sly and the Family Stone ensemble last year.
Oh, so cool.
Nice.
They're really great. So it's going to be super cool. But to your question, some years I have something like my dream date in my mind. And occasionally it works out virtually exactly like I want. Those are rarer occasions. Due to the obvious factor in different places during our window. they might have already played the Bay Area early in the year. There's a lot of variations on the theme about why somebody may just not be able to fit in that particular window. But sometimes my intentions work out, and other times, you go to the next set of options, like who's available, who wants to play. We get solicited a lot. People want to play. I might pursue certain acts, but I try to mix it up. It's fun. It's, it's kind of an adventure ride of a sort, and Father John Misty has been in the conversation since he played solo. Like I said, that was coming out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And, it was like a different, seen his live band a couple times since then. He's a great showman. So and we try to serve different communities. It's not like it's one type of music,
No.
May not represent everything, but we try to mix it up. So, different audiences, different strokes for different folks, as I would say,
That's so well said, Michael.
It's always fun.
Yeah, and I got to say too, our dear friend Shannon Kaler and his band, the Stone Foxes, have played atop the mountain, I think twice.
Yeah, double
Twice.
shot. Yep.
Twice.
Yeah. So I love that you dip into the local scene too. I think that's the coolest. And what time does music start on September 12th?
11:30, and then ends at 7.
Okay.
And there's these MCs we have. Well, I forget what's Paul.
Couple of local bozos. Yeah, I don't know much about
Paul McCaffrey. Do you know Paul McCaffrey?
I don't. I've heard bad things though. I've heard his reputation is a little sketchy. Yeah, you got to watch that.
He's totally
kid.
cool. You misheard. No, he's the best. And,
no, I got to say though, actually, it's a beautiful day for Murph and I to just kind of hang out and just rekindle the the chemistry and everything. But Michael, I feel like one of the things that people say to me when I'm talking about Sound Summit is they're always like, how do we get up there, man? Because I know parking's limited and I'm afraid to start driving up and they're going to send me back down. So transportation is always a big, I think, question people have. So let's roll through that real quick, Michael, just for people that are thinking about coming, but they don't know where to park or how to get up there. Let's get into it.
Sure. Well, we're not doing any parachuting with biplanes this year, so
not this year. We tried it. Yeah, we've tried it.
Right. So I guess depending on how you're built, here are your options. You can hike, and we have hikers who love to hike up there.
Big time.
Ooh, wow.
We have mountain bikers aplenty, and we have bike parking up there by Marin County Bike Coalition, so you can mountain bike up there. And we actually recently have funded the expansion of a trail called the Easy Gray Trail that allows mountain bikers to ride through the woods without being on this narrow, twisty car, driven road.
Yeah.
So they can get up there much easier now. We have a fleet of buses that leave from down near the freeway in Mill Valley, so you can get on a bus and take an adventure ride up and down the mountain. And then we have a limited amount of paid parking, courtesy of the Marin Municipal Water District, and that's about 10 spaces shy of a sellout. So those will probably be gone.
Wow.
And then, if you're an early bird, you can come up and find some legal parking on the mountain. If you get up there early enough, there's not like tons of spaces, but you can take the bus, you can drive and park, you can walk, you can, what else? Oh, bike. Yeah. And, I know people get there, which is the great thing. People get.
And Michael, what about in terms of food and drink? Can people bring their own food and drink? Do you have food and drink on the premises? Let people know what they can and cannot bring up there too.
Sure. Yeah. Both and you can bring food and drink if you like. You just cannot bring alcohol, and you can't bring anything in glass just for safety reasons. There's a stone amphitheater. We know people dropping things like that. And then we have plenty of food. We have a number of vendors with all kinds of eclectic international foods. So there's food and drink, and there's alcohol for sale up there. We have various breweries who donate to us, which is great to help the cause. So if you want to bring your picnic lunch, by all means do so. If you want to sample the wares, the fare up there, that's ample opportunity to do that as well.
Even though we enjoy God's green earth, as we say, no open flames in the amphitheater as well. Okay, everybody, heads up. If you're heading up to the amphitheater, no open flame. Also, I was just looking for it on my phone, and I can't find it right now, but I've never had the chance to thank you, Michael. You gave me and my daughter a moment that I have preserved forever. It was when you had Dr. John atop the mountain. And I've always been a big Dr. John fan. I want to say this was like 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, it was 11 years ago. I remember your daughter.
Yeah. And I was holding her back because I really wanted to just say hello to Dr. John and just thank him for just all these decades of music. And I really appreciate you giving me that opportunity because I've always been a huge fan. But he asked to hold my daughter, Olivia.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You mind if I, and the way he talks, yeah, I can give you a baby girl a little hug." And so,
Really?
and and he's holding her, and I have a picture of him holding my daughter, and I'm like, this is
That's
just,
amazing.
amazing. And he had his full get up with the walking stick that had like a skull on top,
Yep.
and she was wearing headphones, and he was happy that she was wearing headphones.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
I just want to thank you, but it's that intimacy, man, that you create atop the mountain that is second to none, that I really want to let people know about. That it's in an amphitheater, but is it an intimate feel no matter where you are inside the amphitheater.
Yeah. I always say the venue is the star, because it is. And it's like being in intimate is the word. It's like being in an outdoor living room, the very expansive landscape. But I think the place promotes connection. It's like, I call it the best backyard party in town, because it kind of feels like that. There's people are connecting everywhere. And a funny story real quick about Dr. John. So that was, he played just before Tedeschi Trucks, and it was a great show. It was our first Sound Summit. And he had a new tour manager at the time. And she said, as soon as he's done, we're going to hop in the van. We got to go. Like, as soon as that's over. I said, sure, we're ready. Just no worries. Right?
Yeah.
So he finishes the set, and she's trying to hustle him into the van, and he's talking to somebody else. And I said, if you want to go, you can hang here as long as you want, of course. But if you want to go, he goes, I'm not going anywhere. He stayed for the entirety of the Tedeschi Truck set. He hung out with them. They knew each other. He had a great time. He and Wavy Gravy hung out. They were old buddies, and it was like a homecoming. It was really lovely to see the warmth that he exuded, but also the fact that he goes, why would I want to go? Why would I want to get in a van or my bus? I'm going to stay here because this is an amazing place, So he was a cool guy. I feel blessed that we had him before he passed.
Oh, great.
Quite the legend,
Absolutely.
And that's a great way to kind of wrap things up, because Tony's right, Michael's right. If you've never been to Sound Summit before, I can tell you from experience, because I'm there every year, the artists are always so relaxed. It's a very relaxed kind of atmosphere. There's no ego. There's no attitude. Everybody kind of gets swept up in the moment of the beautiful. There it is. You can take a look for yourself. The beautiful scenery you get to enjoy in the Mountain Theater on Mount Tam, and just the day. And the artists, the pacing is beautiful. Nobody's on stage too long or not long enough. The whole day flows very nicely. And again, Murph and I will be up there to kind of bring bands on and off, give you some stage announcements. And Michael, I just want to say thank you, man. Thank you for doing this again. It's a tradition we all have fallen in love with, and you've done a great job. And again, as I say, the artists being as relaxed and comfortable as they are, that's a testament to you, my friend. That's your vibe that kind of emanates out, and everyone is just very, very easy to deal with. Is that Father John right there? It kind of looks like him.
That's Jim. That's actually Jim James.
Oh, is it? Okay. Nice. Yeah, that was a great set. It was
Jim
hot
James.
that day. Yeah.
Playing a solo set. Bob Weir came out and joined for a few tunes at the end of that set. That was a great year. We had a great time that time.
It was a great year, and that's a great kind of shot from the back of the stage there. So, Michael, hey, man, listen, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. You need anything else, just let me know. And we wish this to be a very successful installment in the ongoing Sound Summit concert series. Michael Nash, promoter, producer of the entire operation. Thanks so much for joining us today, brother.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for all you brought to the show, too. We really appreciate it. All right.
Oh, hell yeah, man. It's my pleasure, Michael. We'll see you in a couple of weeks, brother. Thank you, man.
Right. Be well, guys. Take care.
Take care, Michael. Thank you, brother.
Michael Nash, everybody. He is one of the good ones. And Tony, how about that? You start seeing those pictures, you start getting in the mode. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, it's time. It's Sound Summit time. Let's get up there, man. Let's do this.
Seriously, every second week of September. And I love that he stayed consistent with the timing, that so people can lock it in, and lock in that timing and know, okay, it's coming around the bend. It's coming around. And then I love getting the email announcement from Michael every year with the date and the lineup and everything. And it's like, yes, here we go again.
Couple quick things for you, my friend. First of all, you're saying lock it in. So a bunch of reactions to that. For starters, shout out Dockin. Dockin rhymes with rockin'. Tony, Dockin, lock and key. Got a little bit of a locked reference there. And number two, time for some tough talk. Has Creative Tony locked up the day?
I'm waiting to see kids' youth sports schedules. It's all about the youth sports schedules.
Maybe we delete one of those youth sports schedules that comes in. Maybe we just I never got the schedule. I don't know. I'm going to sound.
I got volleyball, I got baseball, and I got soccer to contend with, buddy. So, but Michael's been so cool. Been like, hey, I'm not going to be able to like get up there till later, and he's been cool about it.
Get up there anytime. Get up there at 3, 4. Who cares? You get a feel for the whole thing.
There was one year where I was just darting up the hill, just trying to make it for the last, part of the show, and it was like, it doesn't matter when you get there. It's glorious. It's freaking glorious. It's like the old words of Mike Damone. You won't regret it. Seriously. And it's a great. It's a just a perfect Bay Area day. It's the perfect Bay Area. We show off the weather in the Bay Area in September. And then you're up at the top of Mount Tam and you got these great acts. And again, like I said to Michael, I love that he books local acts to start the day. Like that has been his staple every year. And he gives back to the community. It's a freaking fundraiser for the mountain. Like the guy is he doesn't have a selfish bone in his body. And
he's a freaking he's the greatest, man. He's one of the sweetest human beings I've ever met. And, so many great memories, Tony, and the vibe, like we were saying, and we'll get off this in a sec, guys. But last thing I will say is I have a great Bob Weir memory that I enjoyed up at Sound Summit because Bobby used to show up pretty much every year, even if he wasn't a featured performer. He lived right up the street. So he'd just drive over and hang out and eventually wind up jamming with all the bands.
That's what he did with Jim James. They both put towels on their heads because it was really hot that day. Remember that?
Get a cold towel on my head, y'all. And so one day, so Bobby, my experiences with Bob Weir over the years were awesome. I had a bunch of different occasions where I got to hang out with him and talk to him. And I played with him one night at Sweetwater. It was incredible. But I'll never forget this one. And every time he saw me, I think he just remembered me as, oh, you're the sports guy, y'all. Like he just knew I was a KNBR guy. He was on the show. He was on the Murphy Matt show a couple times. So he always remembered me like, oh yeah, but as soon as he saw me, Tony, he'd start in with the Niner talk.
Totally.
And this is what I remembered. Like my favorite thing maybe he ever said to me was, this is probably like right before, I want to say, like the Harbaugh era started. It was right around that period. And Bobby was optimistic. He was like, I'm telling you, y'all, we're going to have a good season. And then he was saying, this is what he said to me, Tony. He goes, the only thing is we need a wide receiver. He goes, in fact, I look at this roster and he goes, we're a Megatron away.
That's the Megatron. I remember the Megatron.
Yeah. We're just a Megatron away from making the playoffs. Dude, I'll never forget that. You're a Megatron away, Tony. Yeah.
Megatron away. And one of the sound bites I cut up immediately after one of the times, I think it was the first time he joined, he says, that's not Niner ball.
That's not Niner ball. Yeah.
That's not Niner ball. And I was like, dude.
And then he followed it up, Tony. They followed it up. He goes, that's not Niner ball. Niner ball is in the air. Remember that? Niner ball is in the air.
Yes, dude. I miss Bobby. God. Maybe Bobby and Dolly are hanging out right now.
I'm sure they are. What kind of guitar did you use, y'all? They're probably finger picking right now playing like country songs. And Bobby loved country music, man.
Yes, absolutely. And two things, Paulie. First of all, you mentioned Dokken. Did you?
Yes. What do you need?
From Bob Weir to Dokken. Did you appreciate the Dokken reference in Friends and Neighbors in season 1 when Coop's sister, who's messing around with the married man?
I'm a fan of the sister, by the way.
Me too. Well, dude, she's me. She's basically a female me. Basically,
nice, dude. Nice,
just all over the map. Just
did you see her when she got on stage and eviscerated her ex on stage?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the guy she brings over. She found his Dokken album. Did you catch that episode? And she brings it to the doorstep. And she goes,
whoa. I don't know that I realized that was a freaking Dokken record.
Yes, it was a Dokken record, dude.
My God. I'm not going to go rewatch it. That's a great pull. I know the scene. I didn't remember it was a Dokken record.
Yes, she shows up at the guy's house. He's like, what are you doing here? My wife's going to lose her mind if she sees
you.
She's
in the house. Yeah, she's here. Yeah.
You got to leave. Well, here, do you want your Dokken record back? And he's like, no, I don't want my Dokken record back. Here.
I'll take it. Bring it over to my house.
Yes, right. I'll take it too.
Let's do it right now. Yeah.
Also, you mentioned Bobby. We're talking Bob Weir, so stand by.
Bombs away.
We love that for Bobby. Well, you know what? Screw everybody.
Hey, Saturday night. One more Saturday night.
That's right. Dude, went out to the mountain. I was drinking some wine. Creative Tony, hold that thought about bombs away. Hold that Devers thought. We got to pay some bills, my boy. We got bills to pay, and we're going to start by giving some love.
You want to call your people, Paul? You want to call some people?
You might make some calls. You need to call some people. Well, then do it. Okay. Yeah.
I know how good my coffee is, Jules.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Give me one. Do you got one over there for me?
Actually, I think I do. Do I have okay?
Yeah.
I do have okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah. One of my. Okay. Don't Jules me, okay? Yeah, no. He goes,
don't effing Jimmy me, Jules. Yeah, don't effing Jimmy me, Jules. I know how effing good my coffee is, okay?
Yeah. And I don't want to get effing divorced.
Well, the best is really quick is when he turns around, the wolf turns around with the mug and just goes,
oh, dude, 100%. 100%. He goes, Jimmy, I thought I smelled some coffee back there. Go ahead and make me a cup, would you? Yeah. And he goes, my wife buys the cheap stuff. I want to taste it, okay? I buy the gourmet stuff. It's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the best. Maybe we should do a PMP movie night for Pulp Fiction, dude.
Done. Done.
I mean,
you can rent movie theaters now. There are so many theaters that are doing bad business right now. So you can rent a movie theater and have them screen whatever you want. That would be a blast.
Yes,
dude, people just walking around the movie theater, dude, having cocktails.
Walking around, and the epic nature of Pulp Fiction, the movie, I think would be an amazing viewing party for the PMP familia. Food for thought. Dom, Patty, we'll talk. Paulie, progress.
Go get the Gimp. Well, he's sleeping. Well, I guess you're just going to have to wake him up. Anyway.
Mr. Soon to be living his rest of his life in agonizing pain.
I still quote this probably on a daily basis. If anybody's in my way in the kitchen, in the house, step aside, Butch.
Dude.
I'm a step aside Butch lunatic, dude. I say it every day. Yeah.
I just said that. Just said that to my son the other day, and he looked at me like, "Dude, what?"
Yeah, what are we talking about? That
I literally needed him to get out of the way. I'm like, "Step aside, Butch."
Yeah, totally. It's soon to be living the rest of his short ass life in agonizing pain, Mr. Rapist here.
Oh, you hear me talking, hillbilly boy?
That's another big one for me. That's another big one.
I ain't through with you by damn sight.
Be like, hey, do me a favor, bring me that tape measure over there. What's that? You hear me talking, hillbilly boy? Dude, say it all the time. All right, Tony, wheels back on here. Let's talk about Dr. Matt Young. Okay.
Let's
talk about him. Let's celebrate him. Let's give him all the love that he needs because he is the official dentist of the PMP community. You hear me talking, hillbilly boy? Tony, info at youngdentalsf.com. That's the email address. The street address is 490 Post Street, right there near Union Square in the beautiful city of San Francisco. Dr. Matt Young has had his office down there for over 25 years, doing great dentistry, general dentistry, of course, implants, his specialty, 25 years of experience, as I said, and anything you might need from the dentist, a cleaning, a filling, an implant, veneers, orthodontics, emergency care. If something happens, a tooth falls out, a crown falls out, whatever, you call the emergency line. They will schedule you right away. And they also have Saturday hours. So they're open 6 days a week. They work very hard. It's a great team down there. The entire staff around Dr. Young, they're all rock solid people. I, myself, Tony, have been a patient for many years now, over a decade. In fact, I need to get in there before the year's end. I got to go see Dr. Young myself. But as I mentioned, he does specialize in implant surgery and implant restoration. So if you are faced with the prospect of having to undergo a procedure like that, trust me, do it at Dr. Young's office. He's the best. He's the best. Guy's the president of the American Academy of Implant Dentistry. They accept all the major insurance companies. Should never have any challenges there. And then you're gonna wind up thanking me, as a lot of PMPers already have. Be it a Dom Peralta, an Escobar Cheeks III, a Creative Tony, a Liv, a Dom, a Megan. They're all in there. So Tony, you can speak to the experience of Dr. Matt Young, how great his work is, and just how great of a guy he is. The demeanor, the gentle touch of a Dr. Young. And you know what I mean?
You've got the touch, you've got the power. Hey, yeah, Doc, can you just put on the Boogie Nights soundtrack for me? That'll ease me into the
great soundtrack, great one.
Yeah, can you put on Machine Gun by the Commodores, Doc? That'd be cool.
By the way, that could be another great movie rental night too. Do a Boogie Nights viewing. That would be hilarious, dude. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Can I kiss you? Do you like my car? Like trying to kiss Mark Wahlberg? Let's go. Yeah. Can I kiss you? Is that? Do you like my car? Yeah.
Roller Girl, dude. Roller Girl.
You know, Roller Girl. That's
just
how about and Don Cheadle, Buck, the stereo salesman.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And I would argue some of Burt Reynolds' best work.
Oh, some of his best work in that one. Just, you know what I mean?
Incredible. And then some of Wahlberg's best work. Maybe his best other than Ted. I still love Ted.
I love Ted too.
But no, Dr. Young, the dude is a cool cat. He's super relaxed. And he provides the experience that we're talking about every time, that you don't mind going to the dentist. It's very simple. Nobody before I met Dr. Young, before Paulie met Dr. Young, you didn't think about like, oh, you know what? I'm like really looking forward to seeing the dentist.
Tried to avoid it. I didn't want to go. Yeah,
exactly, dude. So Dr. Young and the Young Dental SF group, they make going to the dentist damn near enjoyable. Okay. And they're open 6 days a week for you. They know your schedules are hectic. Get in there on a Saturday. They're open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and they're open until 7 p.m. on weekdays. So 415-392-8611. Finally, Paulie, they are at 1,693 5-star reviews on Google.
Jeez, wow. Okay.
1,693 5-star reviews, meaning excellent. And I want to give some love to one of the dentists in the group, Dr. Chantel Abralat, who works alongside Dr. Young. John Gregory, who's a patient, posted this review, and he says, I had a dental emergency, very sharp pain in an implant. Called the Young office and was squeezed in that same day. While I already was a patient of the practice, because of the emergency, I had to see a new dentist other than Dr. Young, who was professional and personable. She fixed my problem quickly and efficiently, and I was on my way. A very positive experience. As a follow-up, I had a routine checkup, and all went well. I was very impressed with the staff's competence and the impression that they all really like working there with Dr. Young and respect all of their colleagues. I would especially recommend Dr. Avalat. She has a great combination of giving the impression of high competence and having a pleasant chairside manner. So it's not just Dr. Young, it's the whole staff that he has brought into the house of Young Dental SF Group. It doesn't matter who you get there. I was with Joyce. I'm going to request Joyce next time I go in.
Good.
My kids have been with Dr. Young and Megan. They request Dr. Young, but anybody that you can get when you go there, you'll be very, very pleased. So again, 415-392-8611 or info@youngdentalsf.com.
Thank you, Tony. Very well said. And I got to tell you, we have touched a nerve here, dude, with the Boogie Nights talk. I just made an innocent comment. Boogie Nights comments exploding all over the place. First of all, Rail King 43, great handle. Don't know if I've seen you before, so welcome to the PMP community. And he says, hey, listen, boys, Heather Graham, she can roll all over me anytime with the roller girl. Dude, you and me both. I mean, Heather Graham, the fan appreciation line starts over here to the left, and it's about 50 miles long. We're all Heather Graham fans. On some level.
One of the lamest things that's happened in our society, Paulie, is that somebody decided we're going to just get rid of roller skates. Roller skates are not going to be a part of society anymore.
Well,
they're you can find them in pockets, or if you go to Golden Gate Park on Sundays, you can go to the roller area near the DeYoung Museum. But I'm telling you, roller skating, I've tried rollerblading. If you're a hockey buff, it's probably, better if you're a hockey buff. But I grew up on 8 wheels, Paulie, 4 per foot. Okay. And I used to go to the Rolladium. So I would like to bring back.
Wait. You're not just going to drop a Rolladium on me and go right back. What exactly, where and what it was or is the which I love the name, dude. The Rollarium. Great name.
Rolladium, Paulie. The Rolladium. Yes. It was an epic place in San Mateo. That was a roller skating rink. And we used to go there and have like school class hangs. And I'll never forget the night that I did the backwards skating for the first time. And I was like, I got it.
Dude, you spend 2 hours with me. I'll have you backwards skating like you freaking read about. Like, I'll teach you how to backwards. It's I'm telling you, it's not as hard as you think. Tony, real quick. when did they do away with this place? When did they close the doors?
It's now like some, I don't know even know what it is, a software company or something. I don't even know what it is. But
well, let me just gently remind you, and I know you know your San Francisco more than most, actually. Creative Tony is like a skeleton key to the city of San Francisco. Let's just remember, Tony, every Sunday, Golden Gate Park, I think it's 7th Avenue and Golden Gate Park, 7th or 8th. You walk right in off Fulton, and they have that roller disco dance party every Sunday in Golden Gate Park.
Yeah. I just meant, I was talking about that near the DeYoung Museum, and there's also a church. I saw it. Robot Centaur mentioned in the chat. There's actually a church in San Francisco that does like roller skating nights. There it is. Church of 8 Wheels. Stevie B mentioned in the chat. The Church of 8 Wheels in the Lower Haight, Paulie. The Lower Haight.
Well, Stevie B mentioned it. Let's give you the complete sentence. Stevie B says, quote, "My friend broke her elbow at her birthday party at Church of 8 Wheels." So we had some injuries there, T. They had to take her out with a broken elbow. That can't
phenomenal.
be
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, injuries happen, but here is a little Rolladium for you, Paulie. That is a Rolladium postcard. You can see the marquee above the doors there.
Bring it back, dude. Bring it back.
Is that not glorious, man?
Yeah.
You had the refreshment lounge right there. You had the smooth skating of Rolladium. Taking me back, dude. So
dude, we're getting all kinds of. Let me just share some other rinks with you guys real quick. The great Miriam checking in saying, Miriam says, "I grew up going to the Aloha skating rink in San Jose. Here comes Gravy. Gravy's going, guys. Cal Skate in Rohnert Park." So I'm glad to hear that we do have some rinks out there still. It's and it's great. I mean, it's a great day, great way to spend some time with the kids. Hey, Tony, before I forget, I want to throw this out here too. What's that?
I said yes.
Okay, sorry. Last thing I wanted to say about Boogie Nights, because this is a common mistake we all make, and everybody's going. Tony goes, "I love Burt Reynolds." All these people on the comment line, "I love Heather Graham and Mark Wahlberg. It's so great." Dude, you know who nobody ever gives the love to, and I'm here to stand up. Shout out William Macy as Little Bill. Okay, dude, poor Little Bill. Dude, Little Bill, he had a tough go. Little Bill didn't end well for Little Bill. It didn't. It did. Happy New Year. That's it. No more Little Bill. I know. What?
I know. I just shouldn't laugh at that.
No, it's not real. It's okay. It's okay.
I know. And then Julianne Moore, dude. Like Julianne Moore, come on. Like, I don't know.
All day, and
But between Boogie Nights and Lebowski, she could have just had those 2 movies and called it a career, in my humble opinion. So, Julianne Moore, all freaking day.
Julianne Moore, Big Lebowski, dude, naked on the harness with 2 paintbrushes, dude, swinging across the room, just chucking paint. Yeah, chucking
on
paint.
A harness, on a freaking harness, dude. It's just
naked.
Yeah. Well, hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hey, Paulie, from Julianne Moore naked to what was I gonna play? I was gonna play something. I forgot.
I don't know.
I was gonna play something. I forgot what it was.
Well, you're that kind of show today. Like we in fact, we should probably try to go back. You were gonna say something about Devers a few minutes ago.
That's what I was gonna go back to, but I had another soundbite I was gonna play. Oh, that's what I was gonna play, Paulie.
You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah.
Incredible. Dude, all of that. It's perfection. The 80s perfection. The electronic drums, it's all there. It's all there.
Dude, from You Got the Touch to
Bombs away.
Paulie, 27 home runs, 73 RBIs. Devers, okay. He's going to have a good year by modern day MLB standards. And
last night was his 27th.
Here's the thing, too. There's 144 strikeouts, though. Yeah, I mean that's a lot of strikeouts. So
he swings big, man. He gets up there, he takes act. How do you feel about Devers at this point after the dust up, refusing to leave the field? It feels like people have softened to him again. People are starting to, kind of embrace. You have to. He's a slugger. I mean, he's like the best slugger we have. Ultimately,
and if he produces, it's one thing. Like again, what pissed me off most about that situation of him not wanting to come out of the game is, think about the actual situation. It was a very good managerial decision for the better of the team. Mm-hmm. Anyways, it gives me some sort of hope for next year and the following year, considering that we have him for 5 more. But my question to you is, like, remember we talked about Adames probably going to get 30 home runs because, low pressure situations and these home runs.
He's on the IL now, Adames.
Yeah. But my point being is like, do these stats show up in pressure cooker, pennant chase situations for Devers? And I'm hoping the answer is yes. And these numbers get me excited for the future. If you bring up a Bo Davidson, this guy's raking in AAA. Bryce Eldridge, that guy Joshua, the shortstop, he's tearing it up down in San Jose. So the youth movement, and then you got a Devers. Like, it could be a good blend. And again, they're averaging almost 5 runs a game, Paulie. So it's not not the offense that's been the problem all year. It's the pitching. So if they can shore up the pitching, maybe there's something to look forward to with Devers. I don't know.
Let me ask you your reaction to this. I'm reading what P1 Chuck just posted. He goes, Devers puts up meaningless numbers. MVP guys are consistent. He's below average in the field. There's no question of that.
Oh, he's definitely below average in the field. He definitely should be a DH, and Eldridge should be the first baseman of the future. Get him the reps now. People were upset about the throw that Eldridge made, to give the Red Sox the win in that reviewed play. That's why you keep putting him out of first base, so we can get reps and, continue to face situations like that. These games mean nothing. He should play.
Let him play every day.
Every day.
I'm with
every
you
day.
Every
first
day.
Base.
Yep.
Devers, preserve your body, Devers. This season means nothing. Just swing away. Get fat and happy with chaw in your mouth, swinging away, and just be a hitter the rest of the season and let Eldridge play first. That's all.
I'm with you on that. Million percent.
Yeah, I just did the 144 strikeouts in what are they? They're 53 and 78. So
25 games under, buddy. 25 games under. Yeah.
And that's after a 5-0 win. They're 53 and 78. So
yeah. That's
hey, just keep
win. Yeah.
Hold off on 100 losses. By the way, we forgot to celebrate this yesterday in our numerology for we did for episode 385. We did like bands records from the.
I like that little detour. That's why I still got my power station right here.
Nice.
And by the way, I don't know if I shared this with you yesterday.
Oh, come on!
But just in case you need
them all day. Look at Taylor. Look at freaking. Oh, come on! It's amazing, dude. I love. The
Tony Thompson on drums, dude. The guy's a monster.
Yeah, the pensive pose of a Tony Thompson.
Yeah.
Shoot, I forgot what I was going to say.
Numerology.
Numerology. Yeah, we forgot to mention in 1985 was also the Giants went 62 and 100 in 1985. So we should have.
You say we're still creeping up on a Hundy?
You're still creeping. We're still flirting with it. Still flirting with the Hundy. Still flirting with the Hundy.
While we ponder a 100 loss season in San Francisco, let's ponder something much more pleasant. That's the stylings of a great Tom Stack, the great broker. With Coldwell Banker Realty, excuse me. Tom Stack, great friend of ours, great friend of the program. You've seen him on the show. Big music kind of impresario out in the East Bay. He's a promoter. He does a lot of stuff at the Lafayette Town Theater. He MCs stages at the Lafayette Art and Wine Festival. And now he's got this new, the new amphitheater in Orinda. That he is promoting shows at, and he's kind of the house MC over there too. And we talked about that last week, the Siesta Valley Bowl out there. It's a beautiful location in Orinda. Anyway, the idea of telling you about that is Tom Stack is a very active member of the community in the East Bay. He loves Lafayette. He's very active in Orinda as well, as I just mentioned. He is a people person. He loves talking to people. He's a great conversationalist, and he loves finding the right homes for all of his clients and customers. So he's bringing 20 years of experience to the table. And as I like to say, I keep it simple. When you're thinking about buying a home, that's the time to call Tom Stack and get very specific. Tell him what you need. Tell him what your budget is. Tell him where you want to be. Give him your dream location. Hey, if everything lined up beautifully, I'd love to be within a mile of this school in this town or what have you. But all of your concerns and goals that you have when you're hunting for a house, give them to Tom Stack, and I promise you, this guy's going to break his back for you. He works extremely hard, keeping his all of his customers very, very happy, and ultimately finding the right home for them. Now, if you need to sell a home, same thing. Tom is ready. He's been doing this a long time, and he can help you. And if you're in an area now, Tom Stack's primary focus is in the East Bay. He does make exceptions occasionally if his schedule allows. But if you're in the North Bay, the South Bay with Tony, or you're in the city, Tom can connect you to another trusted agent that he knows and he can recommend, and guys that he vouches for. So you're in good hands regardless of where you are. But if you want to work with Tom directly, give him a shout. It's 925-878-9964. Again, I promise you, Tom is going to go the extra mile for you. He doesn't stop. He's not going to stop until he finds the right house for you. He's relentless like that. 925-878-9964. Creative Tony, I chalk up that relentless pursuit of pleasing his customers to that SI experience and the SI education. He's a hardworking guy. You got the SI kids, they strike me as a hardworking bunch. Is that accurate, Tony?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Okay. Work ethic is instilled from day one. And also,
I know that and sorry, the only reason I asked you that is because like my kids went to De La Salle, and I know by the time that school gets through with you, you know how to stand up straight, you know how to be polite, and you know how to work hard. And I know that you guys have a similar thing with SI.
I was very prepared for college because of SI, and time management was something that they focused on a lot with us. Time management, especially for athletes, because right after school, you got to go to the practice field, and then you got to figure out time to do your homework, and then you got to figure out time to have dinner, then you got to figure out time to hang out with your family. All the above. So time management. But Paul, I just wanted to reiterate something about Tom Stack.
Sure.
The guy hosts community parties in his backyard.
Yeah.
Okay, number one.
In fact, I played with the Peaches one time over there. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. The guy is now basically the house MC for this new Siesta Valley Bowl. Check it out, siestavalleybowl.com. A lot of good acts coming there September and October. But he chooses those things and also his career because he for helping people, for making sure people enjoy themselves, for making sure that everybody has a good time. And he makes sure that if you are working with him, if you choose him as your agent, he will make sure that not only do you get the home you want, but that it will be an unforgettable time and that you will create a friendship in the long run as well. So it's just, there's many reasons why we love Tom, but when it comes down to it, the guy is a man for others, as they say, the Jesuit mantra. And yeah, absolutely. And so Tom Stack, Coldwell Banker Realty, he's our buddy, and he's a music junkie like us, sports junkie like us, and he is a partner. Thank you so much, Tom. 925-878-9964, 925-878-9964, or email him tom.stack@cbnorcal.com. If you're not looking to buy or sell, but you know somebody who is, send them Tom's way, because he'll definitely come through. That's for sure, P.
That's right, Tony. Thank you. And thank you, Tom Stack. Thank you, Coldwell Banker Realty. Tom is the guy. He will find you the place you're looking for or help you sell the one you want to get out of. All right, Tony, I also want to shout out one of our great friends in the PNP Familia, Jim Soccer Bowl from the Santa Cruz Mafia. He was nice enough to share some of his special homemade cookies with me at the gig at Winters on Sunday. I had my first dalliance with one of those cookies last night. I'm watching a Giant game. I finished dinner. I said, you know what? Now it's time for dessert. Let's have an electric chocolate chip cookie. Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. Because, Tony, you know what? It wasn't too powerful. It didn't like it didn't cripple me. I wasn't in the fetal position like crying, which can happen.
No question.
If you eat a strong enough cookie, dude, all bets are off. I've been there. It's not a pleasant experience. But Jim, those are money, dude. Thank you. Nice and mellow. The way I
Paulie,
like it.
This goes back to the t-shirt I want to make, the bumper sticker I want to make that just says on the front, it says, you can always eat more. And on the back, it says, you can never eat less.
Yeah, but that's kind of scary, though. You're scaring me with that.
No, I'm just saying there's no need to just go all in. Just nibble. And there's you take your time, everybody.
I will tell you this, though. I've had experiences where it's not about even eating the whole cookie. I've had a couple of bites of something I shouldn't have messed with. And, dude, wow. Don't make any plans for the next couple of days. I got to tell you, though, if I saw that shirt in an electrified state, I might have like a panic attack. Because you're saying like I can't eat less. I mean, like, oh my God, I can't eat less. Like if you're in front of me with that shirt on, you could make my condition even worse. How do I get out of that? Tony, help me.
I would you need a good coach. You know, they say it's not just about what you ingest, it's a team sport.
It's a team sport.
Who you ingest with. You know, you gotta pick these moments responsibly and when and where. Basically, you know.
Have you ever had a bad, like, honestly, tell me the truth. Have you ever had like sharing war stories? Have you ever had like an experience? Because I think we all have. Most of us in the community, if you will, we've had that experience where you've eaten that one cookie that was way too strong, or you've been there, T?
Oh, I asked Max Medina and Allie, his wife, to take me to the emergency room once. I would, and they were like, "Just settle down."
As a result of what? What did you need?
As a result of his brother, Max's brother's girlfriend.
I like his brother. I'm a fan of his brother.
Yeah,
I like
Junior.
Yeah.
Max's brother's girlfriend's cookie on Halloween. No, they were muffins. Excuse me, they were muffins. And she was Alice in Wonderland, and she had a basket, and she was handing out stuff, and just went sideways. And
it can go sideways. It can. Yeah. You're not kidding.
Yeah.
Let me tell you mine. Let me tell you one of my horror stories.
Yeah.
This was probably maybe 10 years ago, something like that. I used to go to the dispensary in the city called Grassroots. I've been there with you, Tony. Grassroots. Great spot. That was my go-to because I lived in the city for a long time. And that was my dispensary on Post Street, right off of Polk. And I'll never forget this. I was in there on I don't think I ever told the story on the air. You'll like this. I went in there on Valentine's Day. And I remember it was Valentine's Day because at that time, I was doing commercial reads for the San Francisco Symphony. I was doing read for them on KBR. So as a perk of that that campaign I had, they were giving me free tickets. And they're like, "Oh, you got to come out on on Valentine's night. We have this great San Francisco Symphony. We're playing romantic songs or whatever the theme was." I'm like, "Great, that sounds awesome." But I got to go to the dispensary first. So I go to the dispensary, and because it was Valentine's Day, they were giving away free samples of strawberries that had been dipped in electric chocolate.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So far, so good. I love a nice chocolate dip strawberry. Beautiful. So, and I had just met Liz. Liz and I were just like starting a date and stuff like that. So she and I are going to the symphony. I got this strawberry. I'm holding on to it. And I said, "Hey, I just got this from the dispensary. Let's share this thing. And then we're going to go watch the symphony. It's going to be great." Bro, I don't know what they did to this thing. I'm telling you right now, because I can hold my own. Like I'm 6 foot, whatever. I weigh 200 pounds. Like I'm a big human being. So my tolerance is pretty sturdy. Bro, this freaking thing, I don't know what was going on. I mean, we were both paralyzed. We went to dinner. This is what I remember about the dinner. We were sitting at this restaurant. We're having dinner, and we were at the Phoenix Hotel. You know the Phoenix Hotel?
Oh, yeah.
So they got a cool restaurant. They're spinning records and everything. Dude, the food comes out. Liz is incapacitated. She's just looking at the dish. She's like looking at the dinner, like looking at it. And she didn't eat anything. She just looked at it for like half an hour. And then finally, and I was laughing. I was like, dude, I was out of my mind. And finally, she was like, "You might as well eat mine too, because I don't know what to do with this. I don't know how to eat. I don't know what's going on." So anyway, that one little strawberry broke us, dude. So my point is, you never know really how strong it's going to be. You don't know what you're dealing with. Yeah.
Yep. Nibble. Yeah. Eat. They always. Yeah. Absolutely nibble. Well, there's many stories. Many stories. But you live and you learn. You live and you learn, right? And you take notes and you live and you learn. It's not for everybody. Let's just put it that way.
Ray Goodman. Oh, everybody's commenting. Ray Goodman. Yes, somebody around here sounds like they went to Particle. And dude, 1,000,000% we went to Particle. And then when I got to the symphony, it was, and dude, they put us in one of those little balcony booths. We were like guests up there, whacked out of my head. I watched the symphony like, this might be the best music I've ever heard. Like, it was a lot of fun, but it was also kind of crippling. Like we were so over the top. And I didn't expect it. I wasn't prepared. I didn't know that was going to happen for one little strawberry, but it did.
Do you think Dolly Parton ever dabbled?
That's a great question.
I know.
The 70s were kind of loose. I bet she probably took a puff with Willie Nelson at some point.
Yeah.
Just as let me try that out. Sugar, see if I like that. She was so charming, Dolly Parton.
Right.
She could convince you to do just about anything. Oh. She had that Southern drawl. And again, we started the show today. If you're just jumping on board, we paid our respects to Dolly Parton pretty extensively. And it was very sad, very, very sad news to get today. Because I think she's just one of those people. And this is a testament to her and her legacy and just her as a person, that I don't know that I've ever heard anybody say, "Oh, Dolly Parton sucks, man. I hate her." Like, she never brought that out of people. Like she was never a divisive figure. She was just a figure everybody could kind of embrace and rally around. And she was a real humanitarian too. I did not know this, but this morning when the news broke, I was reading about her in the New York Times online, and they write a beautiful tribute to her. And apparently, she gave millions and millions of dollars away very quietly. She was not in it for the press, but she was very charitable, helping the community around her, a variety of different causes. She was also, like Tony was saying, like, his admiration for kind of kick-ass women. And I'm with you on that. That's why I love Chrissy Hynde so much. Like, she is a freaking badass, Chrissy Hynde. And I love that.
God, yeah.
I know what you're saying. Like that strong spirit, strong women. I'm a fan of that too. And she was an outspoken feminist as well. But she spoke about feminism in a way that I think people could kind of relate to and connect to. And she just had that skill, man. She was a beautiful, beautiful musician, beautiful human being, and great songwriter. And again, Tony, don't sleep on the guitar playing. She was a really good guitar player.
100%, dude. Yes, country girl at heart, man. And I don't know, just absolute joy. The word that comes to my mind every time I think of her, and I'm thinking about it all day today, is just absolute joy. And she will be absolutely missed. But man, really dive into her catalog, because her early stuff, Paulie. I mean,
give me some recommendations for real. I'm hardly an expert.
This record is what I know the best. This record is what I know the best. The Coat of Many Colors. And then on the back, she has a handwritten letter that they put on the back, and it says, once upon a childhood memory, I laid at my mama's feet by the old pedal sewing machine that mama sewed on so often.
Wow.
This particular time, mama was making me a little coat to wear to school the very next day. I mean, then she goes on to talk about the whole coat of many colors. And Paulie, Here I Am on this record. I mean, the whole record's so great too. Traveling Man. I mean, everybody knows like the Jolene is the big early hit, but like, I mean, just like I said, I knew 9 to 5, the song 9 to 5. And then I was like, I should probably take a dive deeper earlier. And then just people whose musical opinion I very much respect were like, yeah, you need to do yourself a favor. And again, I just love how great of a role model she has been and will continue to be, because she knew what she was doing. She was in the spotlight and she handled it so very well. Because like you said, being in that spotlight and being on the road basically your whole career, it's not for everybody. And she relished it and she crushed it, man. And there's just a sad day. I'm getting really kind of.
I know, I did too. Before the show, I got kind of emotional. It's just sad. And she's also the kind of person like you never expect won't be here, because she's been around like literally my entire life, And somebody, Rail King 43 posted, somebody better check on Willie Nelson today. Again, this is just ignorance. I don't know. Were they involved at one point? Were they like I don't know. Like, were they a couple? Did they date Willie Nelson? And I guarantee you they were peers and friends, but I don't know if they were ever involved. Do you, Tony?
I don't know that. I don't know. I mean, I know that they hung out, and I'm sure they, definitely spent a lot of time together. And so I don't know. Because then I think about Willie Nelson. I think about how old is Willie now? 94?
He's got to be in his 90s. Yeah.
He's definitely in his 90s, but I don't know if he's 93, 94. And just knowing that we're going to deal with that someday too. Just cherish it all. Really enjoy the moment. Really enjoy all the music. I mean, that if you want to talk about a beautiful thing about music, is that it can be timeless for you. Even though she passed physically, her spirit can live on forever through her music and through people that she also loved. It's all of her influences or people that she influenced, which is a long, long list, So I'm going to definitely be queuing some up later today. And it's just she was immortal in my mind. So to see her go is
we're
tough.
Getting info. Thank you, T. And Rail King says Willie Nelson's 93 years young. Escobar Cheeks III says, yes, they have been very close friends since the 1960s. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, they came up at the same time. And those are the guys, man, I have so much respect for people that came up during that era. Like 1950s, the 40s, the 50s, like you had to really go out there and take your music around the country. You couldn't just open up your laptop and be like, hey, what's Dolly Parton doing tonight? You had to go see her, and she had to travel her ass off to win an audience. And anybody that does that has my respect. Tony, you know who else has my respect? Carlos De La Fuente. He's got my respect too. I talk to Carlos all the time, man. Carlos is one of my favorite 49er fans to just observe, because he's always got hot takes. He's always posting stuff about the Niners online. Tony, you were talking about George Kittle's return. By the way, you nervous about that? I'm totally.
I wanted to talk to you. Maybe that's our last topic of discussion before we wrap the show, because I did want to talk to you about that. Because I am.
All right, so hold that thought. We'll do that after Carlos, and then we can wrap it up for today. But Carlos De La Fuente, he's got a new home, kids. He's with Barrett Financial now after an illustrious career with Flex Funding. He has now been hired by Barrett. And again, these are the kind of points I want to share with you when you're thinking about Carlos De La Fuente's, the services he's offering all of us when it comes to mortgages, real estate, commercial, private, whatever it is. He can definitely help you out in a variety of ways across the board. First of all, I mentioned mortgages. Okay. Carlos has 27 years of experience in the mortgage industry. He's a polished professional. This guy knows what he's talking about. He's got real experience, 3 decades worth, and he's seen every scenario you can come up with when it comes to purchasing or refinancing a home. He's seen bad credit, good credit, heavy debt, tax liens, bankruptcies. Hey, listen, it's all part of life, man. You know, a lot of us go through those kind of financial ups and downs. It's okay. It's okay. And that's why it's great to have a guy like Carlos in your corner. He handles all financial matters related to real estate mortgages, again, residential and commercial. He can also assist you with a variety of loans. And I think about a loan, there's just not one type of loan. There's a lot of different loan programs he can talk to you about, and then find the one that's right for you. If you're short on cash right now and you got to get up over the hill, I get it. I totally get it. Talk to Carlos about a conventional loan, an FHA loan, a VA loan. Or talk to him about a refi. Maybe you want to refinance. There are Alt-A loans. Those are ideal for self-employed borrowers. You got reverse mortgages. How about purchase or refinance options for seniors 62 and over, where no monthly mortgage payment is required for life? That's my kind of program right there. Down payment assistance programs, he can help you there. Private money loans, hard money loans. Yep, he does those too. Commercial loans, fix-ups, flips, all of that. And then the thing that's super hot right now with Carlos, and he certainly is an expert in this area, the home equity line of credit, the HELOC loan. This allows you to access your equity without touching your low interest first mortgage. See, you got that rate on that first mortgage. That's not going to change, but you can still draw money through a HELOC loan. Carlos is the guy. Trust me on this one. You guys know Carlos. A lot of you have met him and talked to him in the past. He is as old school, stand up, rock solid, trustworthy as it gets. Carlos gives you his word. He's not kidding. It's a sturdy word. He can be trusted. So reach out to Carlos, start a dialogue, and improve your financial reality, or talk to him about a loan, whatever you need to. It's 925-250-4894. Carlos D at barrettfinancial.com, Tony. And thank you, Carlos. You're a great friend. You're a great partner. Thank you, brother.
The proof's in the pudding, Paulie. And these guys, they make their living by word of mouth. If you treat people well and you provide a rewarding experience, not just financially, but emotionally, and create a relationship, that's the lasting impression of a Carlos De La Fuente and all the people that have come to Carlos over 27 years in the business, and now he's with Bear Financial. Like I said, the proof's in the pudding. I'll be seeing Carlos on Thursday. I can't freaking wait to see you, Los. And he'll be here. We're thinking about going to the Canyon Inn, Paulie.
Nice.
We're thinking about going to the Canyon Inn.
He's going to love it. You're going to, Tony, one of the greatest things Tony ever did for me was take me by the hand and walk me into the Canyon Inn. I think, dude, I told Tony this the other day. Nothing to hide here, folks. It's all above boards. I told Tony, I think we got to go to the Canyon Inn to shoot the first installment of this year's Hot and Sour Picks. Sure. Yep. I think we should do it from the Canyon Inn. I just want to get back there for lunch. That's all. And we can film while we're there. Yeah.
Done. We did do a Hot and Sour Picks before we ever started the show from Canyon Inn.
I remember very well. Yeah.
We'll definitely do a reprise. But yeah, I can't wait to see Los. And he's never been to the Canyon Inn, so I'm very excited to show him.
No idea what he's. I keep telling him, Carlos, you walk in there, your head's going to explode. It's Niner heaven. You've gone to Niner heaven when you're at the Canyon Inn.
I wonder if they posted Jed York's mugshot by now in Canyon Inn. Maybe as you walk.
Dude, I would love to get Tim's take on the Jed, because Tim has seen it all. The guy who owns the Canyon Inn, he's a beautiful dude, and he, Joe Montana, Dwight Clark, they used to go in there and hang out and eat lunch and stuff, and all the players and coaches did. So yeah, dude, great call. And if anybody was going to have a Jed York mug, it's that. You know what, Tony? Great call. How many bars in San Francisco right now already have Jed York's mugshot up? How many?
I don't know.
It's probably
or maybe there's going to be a Wheat Hill happy hour. Just in honor of the Wheat Hill mobile home community, Paulie. The Wheat Hill happy hour maybe is happening.
Sure.
But also, I want to wrap this up.
Wheat Hill, Tony. And by the way, I'm sure you've seen the variations. People having fun with the arrest with the mug shot of a Jed York. Hold on, let me see if I can give. Yeah, well, what is it? There's a lot of variations. Hold on, let me see if I can find one of the better ones for you. Bear with me. This would be worth it.
No problem.
Somebody dressed up Jed as, well, I mean, no other way to say it, really, as a pimp. Yeah, here we go. I got it right here. Nice. Have you seen this? Okay. Have you seen this one, Tony?
Let's see. Oh, Jesus, dude. That almost looks like Dr. John, to be honest with you.
He looks better like this.
He does look better, dude.
You should just look at a skull around his neck.
God, Photoshop is scary, dude. I mean,
I know.
AI, the whole thing is all just so scary now, dude. But that's hilarious.
Horrifying.
Yeah,
I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, but it's only a matter of time before the human race gets snuffed out. Did you
see the robot beating Usain Bolt's record? Like, you know what I wanted to do is be like, why is this news? The more legs you give it, the more legs it's gonna have. Like, stop.
Why are we training robots that can basically kill us? I mean, they can run faster than we can. They can't be stopped. I don't know if this is good. I'll never forget Rod Brooks on this show right here. Like, we were talking robots a few months ago. He's like, Paulie, they got robots. He goes, they're doing flips. He goes, they're running 30 miles an hour, and then they're doing flips. Something about they're doing flips. I'm still laughing at that, Brooksy. But anyway, yeah, man, the robots are out there, Tony.
The robots are out there, and we're screwed. So I can't think about it. The minute I start thinking about it, I get very, very depressed and scared. And don't watch the show Black Mirror, Paulie. Whatever you do, don't watch the show Black Mirror.
Sound of it. I don't even know what it is. I'm staying away from it. Yeah,
it's very, very scary show. Anyways, Paulie, I wanted to just remind people about Carlos De La Fuente, and not just from Paulie or myself, but from people that have gone online and posted reviews about Carlos. And this is one from Douglas Stone, and he worked with Carlos recently, and he says, Carlos De La Fuente was my loan officer in obtaining a reverse mortgage. I did not know much about reverses, but what little I did was not positive. Carlos explained to me in great detail how the government has regulated this program to protect seniors over the last decade. I became a widow 7 months ago and rely only on my Social Security income to get by. I did not want to leave my home of 31 years in Fremont, but was having trouble making ends meet month to month. Carlos did an excellent job making sure I received and reviewed the best options for what I needed and always kept me up to date on the process. I never had a problem reaching him with the many questions I had, including after hours, something very rare in any high volume business. I would highly recommend Carlos and consider him a friend for life, from Douglas Stone. So there you go. It's not just what Paulie and I have to say about Carlos. It's about the people that have actually worked with him. And those in the PNP family that watch the show that have worked with him, they know Carlos is the freaking man and he gets S done. So 925-250-4894, 925-250-4894, or email carlosd@barrettfinancial.com.
All right. Thank you, Tony. And thank you, Carlos. Last thing I would say today is, and even about Carlos actually, is now that he's got this new gig with Barrett, he is licensed nationally, so he can work with you anywhere. Tony, if you're a resident in the trailer park in East Palestine, Ohio, Yep. Carlos can do business with you. So, and what was the name of the place again? Rocky Mountain? What was it called?
No, Wheat Hill.
Wheat Hill. Yeah. Wheat Hill over in East Palestine. By the way,
if you know this guy named Joe looking for a good time in East Palestine, Joe, by the way, Joe with $160. Joe, hey, I'm Joe, and I got $160. What can you do for me?
What time should I be in the trailer park?
Yeah.
What time do you need me there, dude?
By the way, the
woman running our team, dude. This is the guy running my San Francisco. This is my team now. He's messing. I mean, bro, come on, man.
The timing right before the season starts, and like, what do we do? It's
timing. Tony, I don't want to get upset at the end of the show, but let me ask you this question. Yeah. What do you think Eddie DeBartolo, I honestly, without like no riffing, like what do you think Eddie DeBartolo, like his whole reaction to this has been?
I mean, honestly, it's probably like not anger, but just more disappointment.
Like, look at it.
Look what I got. Jesus. Jesus H. What are you doing, Jed?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Jed?
Yeah.
You know,
I
don't
don't
you
know how
know?
Jed recovers from this. On it, to be totally honest, I don't know how you
Well, this is where, Paulie, you have to rely on time and the short-term memory of the public and wins. Time and wins will turn this into a punchline, and it will forever be a punchline. But if the Niners go out and start the season 5-0, the Jed York thing in Wheat Hills is going to be just a little joke on the side.
You are all over it, dude. You're 100% correct. Tony's right. I mean, he is right. Tony, the best recipe for the Niners to make this, it's never going to go away. That mugshot will be there forever. But like Tony said, to turn the volume down, to turn the noise down on this, all they got to do is win games. If they start winning games, no one's going to be talking about Jed in East Palestine at the trailer park. They'll be talking about Niner win. But you're not wrong. The winning does cure everything, even in a PR.
From the desk of Peralta Arts and Don Peralta. There's Eddie D. I wouldn't.
That's what my owner looks like right there.
Dude.
Not the mugshot with the orange V-neck, dude. The orange V-neck, Tony.
Remember, Eddie was not exactly squeaky clean either. So
but listen, a briefcase of money here.
I know, totally. It's different. It's definitely it's different.
It wasn't in a trailer park. I know that.
My thing is that this woman, I read in the report, she didn't ever answer his call. He kept calling. And she didn't answer the calls, and he kept calling. It's like, dude, she's not answering. Move on. She doesn't want to talk to Joe. And he's
like driving around, dude. He's driving around. Once you read the details of this thing, and I know stuff is going to keep coming up. Dude, he was driving around the trailer park looking for the address. The whole thing is just to say it's unbecoming, it would be not nearly strong enough. It's almost comical. Like it's almost comical, dude. Meet me in the trailer park at 9:30 a.m. That's where Tony, that's where all the hottest women are. You know that. They're at the trailer park at 9:30 a.m. Where else would you go? Yeah.
I mean, a cup of coffee and 160 bucks.
Give me a McGriddle, a large coffee. I gotta head over to the East Palestine.
Dude, he walked into like Starbucks, and there, you can get cash back. He's like, I'll get $160 cash back, please.
Give me a piece of that coffee cake. Give me a piece of that lemon cake there, a latte, and give me about $1.60 in cash back. Thank you. Yeah. Where you headed? Over to East Palestine. You know how it is.
Oh, dude. Hey, dude, we were talking about this off the air, but Paulie, like, it could be a disaster. This could be the beginning of a horrific disaster of a season, or it's going to be like the greatest season ever. I don't think there's any middle that's going to happen. So that's my take. And I don't know if I get me to the Australia. Just we need football bad. The Giants stink. We got nothing to do with the Warriors, obviously, and although thank God for the Valkyries, dude. Go on, Valkyries ball. They won last night.
Man. They're right now. They're kind of the Bay Area's best team, really. If you look around, they're the best team in the Bay. Yeah,
totally. And when does Sharks start? We need Sharks hockey to get going too. You wonder why NFL is king and football is king is because in this time of the summer, everybody starts craving.
I'm ready now. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to drop the Giants like a freaking bad habit, dude. I can't wait. I cannot wait to turn away from Giant baseball. They've put us through enough this year. Enough. I know they won last night. Enough. It's not gonna. Enough is enough. Give me the Niners. Get me away from this baseball season as quickly as possible.
Paulie, as Tom Petty said, the waiting is the hardest part. Have you ever heard? By the way, have you ever heard Vetter? Eddie Vedder sing the waiting is the hardest part.
Yeah, and I don't know if you remember this. I have heard him sing that. Yes, and when we saw Pearl Jam in Seattle, I'll never forget this. Actually, he did a version of "I Won't Back Down" acoustically at the show we saw. He was just sitting on a chair at a stadium. That is not easy to do, folks. One guy with an acoustic guitar to freaking Bruce Springsteen can do that, but very, very few guys can pull that off. Where you have such command over the moment that you can sing an acoustic song to a stadium and everybody's into it. And I remember the slowed down version of "I Won't Back Down" these things was very passionate, and it was a really, really cool moment that I remember from that show.
100%, Paulie. And two things, Escobar Cheeks, you freaking rule. I'm getting to the supers right now. My apologies, my friend. Also, For those of you that have seen The Bear, you know what I'm talking about. The Save It for Later, Eddie Vedder's version of the English Beats song Save It for Later that was used in The Bear is just fantastic. Paulie, I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, that's right. No, the soundtrack on The Bear is killer. They play great stuff.
But the Eddie Vedder Save It for Later is just
Have you gotten to the Rolling Stones Moonlight Mile yet when they use that?
No.
Yeah,
I just got to the point. I'm just at the point right now where she just basically spilled the beans that he's leaving, that he's quitting, and that's where
we got fireworks coming. Yeah, we got fireworks coming. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Stand by, Paulie.
Oh yeah, it's business time.
Look at this. This is back at 12:50. I apologize, Escobar Cheeks III. You are the freaking man. This is one of a few from Escobar Cheeks III. He's on fire today. He says, Little Bill's wife is one of my favorites. You know.
Well, she was like a real porn star. Like there was a couple of them like sprinkled in, and she was one. I know you're talking about, Cheeks, and poor Little Bill. Rest in peace, Little Bill. You know?
Little Bill. We're talking about Boogie Nights, Little Bill, in case you just joined the show. And those of you watching on Instagram Live, thank you for watching. I'm going to take a peek real quick and see if I see any. Oh, we got Highball 43 joining, an account I haven't seen before. We got there's Rabbit 87, Parkside 79, Rogue Rigger. Okay, we got Scorpus 62.
Beautiful.
OG Trini. That's Dan Ogden. Dan Ogden, what's up, brother? Good to see you, Tom.
Yeah.
The guy who basically runs Tom Tolbert's show. And DKCL. There's another account I recognize. I don't recognize. Welcome to the show. All y'all, thank everybody for watching on Instagram Live. There's a bunch of other people that are locals that are usually there. So thank you all for watching. Escobar Cheeks III is not done, Paulie. He says, hashtag segment brought to you by Dolly Parton, because please, please, please let the Niners have a healthy season. Nice, dude. Hashtag F Shady Shohei. Hashtag Fire Manfred. Hashtag F Puka. Nice. Dude.
Yeah, dude. Add him to the list. Nice. I'm totally with you, Cheeks. And when you say F Puka, totally, I'm with you on that. And please, please, please shout out James Brown, the Godfather of Soul. Great track in his catalog called Please, Please, Please. Tony, go ahead.
Stand by, Paulie. And also, I just finished episode 4 of the Shohei Ohtani podcast. Let's just say that Ipe is kind of he's a wild dude. And they had a weird thing.
Is that the interpreter?
Yes, Ipe, who's in jail serving the sentence right now. But Shohei and Ipe had a weird thing going on. I'm going to finish it over the weekend, then I'll report back. Escobar Cheeks III is not done. He says hashtag free the thumb drive. Hashtag F the Seahawks. Is that a Seahawks? F the Seahawks. Hashtag dance Purdy dance. Hashtag there's something wrong with that groin. Hashtag Team Teal will win it first. I think I agree with you. And hashtag our sidewalk sessions rule.
No, they really do. They really do, Cheeks. Me and you, brother. We'll do it again. You know that. We'll do it again. We'll do it again on December 4th. We'll sidewalk it up, brother. Absolutely.
Definitely, dude. And finally, Escobar Cheeks, not done, Paulie. Dude, Escobar, thank you for all the supers, man. And I apologize. I should have gotten to them sooner. He says, I got my coffee. Take it away. I'm done.
That's right. Take it away. I'm done. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Cheeks. Always a pleasure, my friend. And thanks to all of you. Also, shout out to Michael, another new name on the board. I didn't say it today. Hey, Michael, you love Cheap Trick? I love Cheap Trick. I'm a Cheap Trick freaking lunatic. And Robin Zander may be my favorite singer of all time, by the way. So, Michael.
Yeah. No, I don't think I ever knew that. I love Zander.
And I would say this, too. The way I was talking about Dolly Parton earlier, about how when you watch footage of her singing, it looks so easy. Like it looks so effortless the way she sings. And Robin Zander's like that. Totally effortless. Paul Rogers, Bad Company guy. He's like that. Just effortless, perfect singing. I'm very envious of that. But Dolly, she had that too. So, hey, you guys, thanks for being with us today. We'll be back tomorrow night for the night flight, the midweek night flight, 8 p.m. show. Larry Krueger, definitely locked in for tomorrow night. We'll go back to the Greg Papa thing tomorrow, too. I just feel like it's probably a good time to end the show today. But thank you, Cheeks. Thank you, Aaron Cass, Don Peralta, Rags, Beat LA, Sourdough Sal, all of you guys. I saw Ray Goodman was in the house today. Noemi, of course, all of you. We love you guys. Creative Tony, final thoughts and take us home, brother.
Final thoughts, episode 386. I will go for Charlie Young, tight end Charlie Young. There's another 86 out there, Paulie, if you want to grab it.
I'd like to go Dr. John Frank.
Boom.
Yeah, Dr. John.
One
Super Bowl champ. That's all.
Thank you very much, Paulie. I appreciate that. And also, I do want to give love to Kinley Rasmus, the girl pitcher in the Little League World Series who's just mowing fools down. She set a record for the most Ks by a girl in Little League World Series, 14 strikeouts.
Wow.
She's on fire.
And what city? Who is she with? Who she play for?
Alabama. She's from Alabama. I think it's called Phoenix Town or something.
Oh, I think they're playing today. They
play again today because it was an elimination. They beat Pennsylvania 6-5 yesterday. The elimination game today, but she came in relief and she had I think 6 Ks or 8 Ks in relief yesterday on top of her first outing, and she's lights out. It's really fun to watch her. So tip of the cap to Kinley Rasmus. If you're into the Little League World Series, check it out. I have mixed feelings about the Little League World Series. It's almost too much for me. But the way they broadcast it now, and there's like sponsorships and it's like a big huge. I mean, don't forget these are kids.
I know you do. I know it's a lot. It's a lot for a kid to have on his or her shoulder. But thank you, Tony. And great story. Shout her out. Absolutely. 14 Ks. Hey, Barb's 30. Thanks for being with us today. A lot of new faces on the board today, Tony. So thank you. If you're watching on Twitter, thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, Instagram, all our friends over there. What's up, you guys? And then our Spotify friends, shout out Bocce Chris, our Apple Music friends. We got people we got platforms. We got a platform for everybody out there. So however you want to consume the show, we are just glad that you do it. And we love hanging out with you guys. Particle Patton, good to see you too, brother. All right, you guys have a great Tuesday. Watch the Giants. Yeah, spin some Dolly Parton today. What an American. You know what? We're lucky to be in her presence, man. Rest in peace, Dolly. The real deal. The real deal. She really was, man. She can do it all. And always with a smile on her face. She will be missed by so many. So rest in peace, Dolly. Say hi to Frank Beard when you're up there. Say hi to Frank. He'll show you around. And and like you said, Tony, it wouldn't surprise me if Bobby's over there right now. You grew up in Nashville, huh? They're probably playing songs right now. All right, Creative Tony, get us out of here, and we'll see you tomorrow night on the Night Flight.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business now.
Okay, kids, thanks again for being with us today. P1 Chuck, Noemi, Nutter, Miguel, Particle Patton. You know how we feel. We love you guys. My boy Rags in New Jersey. Thanks for being here every single day, Rags. I love you, and I love all you guys. So we'll see you tomorrow night for the Night Flight. Have a good one. Cheers, y'all.
Thanks to our new sponsor, Wheat Hill Mobile Homes. Appreciate y'all. See you tomorrow night, everybody.
Right. Yeah.
Peace.